They say dawn has a sound. Not the birds, not the wind. It's the moment when silence itself takes a breath. The second before light breaks open the dark. That was how the valley of Namera woke that day. Mist rolled off the new river. The air smelled of metal and wet soil. The mountains, black and bruised from the storm, glowed at the edges like they were finally ready to forgive. People came out of their homes one by one, faces swollen from no sleep, hands bandaged, clothes torn. They didn't speak at first. They just stood there, listening to the soft rush of water sliding through the stones. The river was back. Not wild now, not angry calm. Balanced. Like it knew the price that had been paid to bring it home. Aaron sat on a rock near the bridge's remains, his clothes still damp, his arm wrapped in cloth. Oren hammered nails into the planks, rebuilding what had been broken. Mira carried baskets of sand to strengthen the banks. Leo worked beside her silently, then finally looked up and said, "We used to argue over this river." Mira smiled. Maybe that's why it left. Aaron looked at them and said quietly, "It never left." We did. The words hung in the air. Everyone heard them. Everyone understood. By noon, the whole valley was working. No one gave orders. No one waited for permission. Children brought stones from the hill. Women tied ropes. Old men fixed walls and told stories about how the valley once sang when the harvest was ready. Every hammer strike, every bucket lifted, sounded like part of one long heartbeat. That evening, as the sun began to sink, people gathered by the water. Someone brought an old drum. Someone else lit torches. And for the first time in many years, laughter returned. Real, unforced, human. The old woman with the mended pot handed Aaron a cup filled with fresh river water. "For the one who remembered," she said. Aaron shook his head. "No, to the ones who came back." Oren raised his cup too, to the valley that learned to speak again. They drank. And then, almost without meaning to, someone began to sing. A low, rough melody that the valley seemed to recognize. Voices joined, one by one, until the night filled with sound. The water shimmered in the torchlight, echoing every note. It was the same song the valley had lost when it divided, now returned stronger, deeper. Later that night, when the fire had burned low and the stars were spread like salt across the sky, Aaron sat alone at the river's edge. He dipped his hand into the water, feeling its steady pull. Mira sat beside him. "Do you think it'll stay this time?" she asked. Aaron smiled faintly. "If we remember what brought it back, it will." They sat in silence. Above them, the mountains stood quiet. No more tremors, no more threats. Just the soft hum of peace. And somewhere in that quiet, the valley spoke again, not in words, but in feeling. You could sense it in the rhythm of the river, in the whisper of leaves, in the slow, steady heartbeat of a place reborn. Unity had not come from fear or disaster. It had come from remembering that no one survives alone.